Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome to the final part of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. It's been a very, very long journey to get here. 49 parts, with this being 50. And we're finally here at the final boss. We've got all the heart containers, we got all the Poes and the golden bugs, we finished all the dungeons. And here we are. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's finish this up. Welcome to my castle. So you're Ganondorf. I've been dying to meet you. Literally. Your people have long used me, Midna, to defy the gods with such petty magic, only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the void and awakened me. I drew deep of it and grew strong again. Your people had some skill, to be sure, but they lacked true power. Kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. He who wields such power would make a suitable king for this world, don't you think? Haha, such conceit. But if you are one of the chosen wielders of power as you claim, I will risk everything to deny you. Shadow has been moved by light, it seems. How amusing. That is how shadows work. Very well, deny me then. Yes, try to deny me, you and your little friend. So you really think that's gonna stop him? Both of you faithless fools who would dare to take up arms against the King of Light and Shadow. So you choose, and so you shall feel my wrath. Here we go, phase 1 of the final boss, Ganon's puppet Zelda. Yep, Zelda's a boss in this game. And I hope you're ready to play some Zelda tennis, and I'm gonna be really bad at it, as I usually am. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very long final boss. That's just kind of how it is, but it's a very good one. I hit B a lot earlier that time. Are you serious? Did I really mess that one up that badly? I think this is where the input lag is gonna be messing me up a little bit. Okay, there it is. Okay. So yeah, there's that attack, which I don't think you can hit him while he's doing that. But come on. Oh, there we go. Shoot him with an arrow? Oh no, you just hit him. Okay. Come on, Ganondorf. Come on, buddy. I'm waiting on him to do the other attack. I know there's one more that happens in this phase. There it is. Yeah, the big light triangle thing. Not too hard to dodge. But yeah, it does make for a very, very nice set piece here, if I'm being honest. Like, this arena looks really, really nice for this fight. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna get out in time. Oh, nope, that worked. Okay. Didn't mean to do a jump attack there. Can you, Ooh, I like the Zelda's Lullaby in there. Never noticed that. Alright, come on. Can you do an attack that I can damage you with? That would be really, really nice right about now. Oh my god, Ganondorf. Come on, stop being a pain in the butt. I know I messed up the tennis 3 times, but you could at least work with me here. Thank you. I thought I hit that way too early. Alright, just one more. I think. I don't know. I actually don't remember. I've only fought this boss twice in my entire life. And the first one of those was like 8 or 9 years ago. So... no, wait, no, it was 2018, I guess. So it was like 7 years ago. Still not the most familiar with it, though. I just remember all the phases. Oh my god, please just attack me with a ball. I feel like I'm the most unlucky person on the planet right now with this. So I feel like I'm, yeah, there's no way she shouldn't have fired a few more times. Oh, there we go. Yes, finally, okay. We just killed Zelda again, yes, twice in one game. That's gotta be a new record. Hey, look at that, Midna can come back in now. And now it is time for Dark Beast Ganon. If you've played Breath of the Wild, then this would be a familiar name to you. And to my knowledge, this is the only other game that specifically Dark Beast Ganon appears in. But yeah, you're gonna want to do this phase as Wolf Link. Kind of have to, at least to my knowledge. So wait for the portal to show up somewhere. Is that gonna be it? No. There it is. And then you're gonna want to hit A to push him, throw him off to the side. Why is he not getting thrown to the side? There we go. All right, it just takes a while. And if you want to, I think you can transform into Human Link here and slash it with your sword. I don't think it makes much of a difference. It's probably still 3 or 4 hits either way. But yeah, this is the phase of the fight where I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Oh, hello. I don't remember that attack. He's just gonna charge at me from here? Yeah, he is. All right. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. All right. Get some slashes in on that stomach. And back to Wolfling. It's nice having the Wolfling hotkey in the HD version. They don't have to talk to Midna every time. Kind of speeds this up a little bit, I guess. And then it's going to be behind me. Just wait for the blue one. Oh, there it is. I want to hit A pretty early with that, by the way. I do remember that even from the first time I played this game, that it was kind of annoying. Because he just would not, like, get grabbed if I pressed it right beforehand. You got to be, like, really early with it. But yeah, that's probably the easiest. Actually, no, I take it back. It's not the easiest phase of this fight. I wouldn't say this is a very hard final boss. It's just a very cool one. For as many complaints as I have about Ganondorf as a character in this game and why he's even involved in the story, I kind of think it's worth it for this final boss, because the fight itself is just very cool. Yeah, there we go. And somehow Zelda takes the light back into her body magically. Even though her body disappeared, I guess it somehow still existed. I don't know. Princess, I... Say nothing, Midna. Your heart and mine were as one, however briefly. Such suffering you have endured. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that part. Don't remember it at all. It looks like Midna wanted to take the fight to the Ganondorf herself, as his big floating spirit head. But it looks like there was a clear winner. That feels very Halo Reach, actually. Even though this game came out like 4 years before Reach did. Spirits of the light, wielders of the great power that shines far and wide upon the lands of our world. In my hour of need, grant me the light to banish evil. Yeah, you already know what that is. Link. Chosen hero. Lend us the last of your power. Alright, time for phase 3. I'll try to slow Ganondorf with my light arrows. You target him and keep him within range of my arrows. Yes, there's of course got to be a horseback phase. So the thing with this part of the fight is it can be kind of hard to hit Ganondorf sometimes. You need to get behind him, have Zelda hit him with the light arrows, and then you hit him with the Master Sword a little bit. The thing is, he will move around quite a bit, as you can see. So just get Zelda to get a straight shot on him, and then we can go on ahead and get our hits off. Are you serious? Come on. Come on, Epona. Thank you. All right. You just want to be careful, because if he ends up behind you, then he makes your life a huge pain in the butt. Why can't I lock onto him? Come on. Get closer. There we go. All right. Yeah, because Zelda won't even try to shoot until you're locked on, so... There we go. Finally got that hit off. Jeez. Come on. I don't know how many more hits we gotta get. Oh, that's it. Okay. That's a lot easier than I remember it being. An impressive-looking blade, but nothing more. Would you hear my desire? To take this foul blade and use it to blight out the light forever. And we gotta have one more of these orange walls. But here we go. Dark Lord Ganondorf, the real final phase this time. The one-on-one sword duel in the middle of Hyrule Field. And we are going to Chance. Oh, it looks so cool. I really like the chances. Just mash A if the opportunity for this comes up, and then you will get a few free hits. This is admittedly quite an easy final duel. It will not take very long to kill Ganondorf here. If you just stand back and wait for your chances, they will come. Zelda's just gonna sit here and watch, but man, this looks super good. I just love the background here. Yeah, the best way is probably to try to get behind him with a backslice or something. Oh, there we go. We'll just take our next chance, though. Just keep on mashing. But yeah, I love Ganondorf's Sword of the Six Sages in this. I think it looks super sick. Very, very intimidating. Oh, that's a chance right there. All right. Let's get away from the walls. Don't want to end up running into him. Just moves so slowly and menacingly. Can I get behind him? No, it's not gonna let me do that. Wasn't close enough to actually roll behind, I guess. He does a pretty good job at blocking, though. You can also... I have to show this. He gets very, very distracted by fishing rods. As you can clearly see. It's amazing. I love it. The fishing rod is truly the most powerful weapon in the game. Oh my gosh. Come on. I want to get another chance with you, buddy. Or I'll do that. Eventually, though, you will knock him down Once that happens, you'll get your chance to finish them off. I don't want to do jump attacks. I wanted to do back slices. If I can get another chance, though, the chance will probably finish him off. He really doesn't want to do one, though. All right. Oh, here we go. No? Gosh, every time I'm like, oh yeah, the camera angle is different. Maybe I'll change the stick direction to roll. Doesn't usually work out all that well for me. Yeah, I know you can finish this in like under a minute, really. Come on. I want a chance. That's what I really want. Oh, here we go. All right. This will probably end the battle then. Come on. There we go. All right, once he's on the ground, finish him. I love Zelda's face here. She's like, huh. And we gotta get our funny Ganondorf face for the game. There's always gotta be one. Every game he shows up in, there's always a funny Ganondorf face. And there we go. Do not think this ends here. The history of Light and Shadow will be written in blood. Gotta admit, dying standing up is kind of a flex. What? Say something. Mommy, I mean, Minna? Am I so beautiful that you've no words left? No, no, no. That's not it. At all. And there we go. that is Twilight Princess in its entirety. I have to admit, I do really like the ending of the game, even if I've got a lot of issues surrounding it with the fact that Zelda's not dead. Ganondorf is just kind of there because he's Ganondorf. I have to admit, I don't fully understand the whole like Zant cracking his neck thing to kill Ganondorf. That seems to be what happens. Maybe they're like linked in some way from the deal they made or whatever. And I think I've seen stuff about like Ganondorf really needs Zant more than Zant needs Ganondorf, but I don't know. I find a lot of plot elements in this game to feel like a complete mess, honestly. And because of the plot, I feel like I can end up coming across really harsh about this game overall. But it's a fun game. I like it. It's a good game overall. I had a lot of fun with this Let's Play, I'll admit. Once I finished City in the Sky and I was like, I've got to do the stamps next, I was feeling a little burnt. I was like, just gonna take a break from playing for a while. You guys won't have really seen that break because they're still gonna go up right after each other. I love the Bulbin King wandering around in the credits like this. But once I was ready, sat down, recorded. It's been like a week since I recorded the Twilight Palace episodes, or a week and a half, so it hasn't been that long to record the endgame portions here. And I had a lot of fun doing this Let's Play overall. This is probably the last time I will be going back to Twilight Princess for quite a while. It's not a game I really revisit that much. I mean, before this, I played it on the Wii back in like 2018, and then I played it last year in 2024, just for funsies around when the Ocarina of Time Let's Play went up. I was like, I want to go back to Twilight Princess, fully 100% it. And I enjoyed my journey there. I enjoyed my journey here. It's a game that I've come to like a little more over time. It used to honestly be one of my least favorite Zelda games when I had first played it, but it's definitely like more of the middle of the pack to me nowadays. But I also just feel like, having several years between replays of a lot of games is kind of nice, and doing these Let's Plays, sometimes I end up playing a game like 2 or 3 times within a year. So it's kind of nice to get those long breaks from it. But I do also really like these end credits here. Especially the shot of Colin going out on his own journey. I think it's really funny that all the other kids go with him, including Mallow. But it's nice to see that he's kind of becoming a lot more like Link in that way. But yeah, it's funny. One thing that's weird about the end of this game to me is like, for some reason, it just feels like it kind of happens to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like... I feel like I don't feel as strong as Link by the end of the game as I do in other games, which is weird because there's not that much difference. But for some reason, I just feel that way. So it kind of feels like the game just ends, but it also feels like the game goes on for a really long time. So I don't know how it feels like both at once to me. Which is kind of weird considering how much I praised the back half of this game. It's like, once you get that Master Sword, this game is a non-stop thrill ride of cool set piece after cool set piece and cool dungeons. But it's just weird, because this is definitely the longest Zelda game, up to Breath of the Wild, if you ask me. Skyward Sword could potentially be longer, because that game has, like, take the molasses level pacing of the beginning of this game and just apply it for an entire game, and there you go, there's Skyward Sword's pacing. But, I don't know, like, Skyward Sword's shorter in my memory than this game always has been. But maybe someday when I Let's Play Skyward Sword, I'll end up having a very different result than I expected. And whoa, what's going on over there in that mansion there, Ito and Ita? But yeah, it was nice to do another full run of this game and just kind of experience it again, because it's one that's become so popular over time, which is just funny because I still remember when I first started playing Zelda games, this was usually one of the more like divisive ones, surprisingly. Now it's one of the more praised ones. Part of me attributes that to just people of my age group being the largest bulk of fans nowadays, probably. So my age group is the one that typically grew up with this game. Not to say the game's bad, though. There's definitely a lot of merit to the game. I think it's interesting that the devs tried to rise up to the challenge of surpassing Ocarina of Time almost blow for blow like they did. Even if I don't think they were successful at it, I commend the effort. To at least try something somewhat similar to it. You know, very much in its structure and just general overall beats, even if there's more crammed in there, which I think is what ends up being the thing that holds this game back for me a little bit, is it just kind of, it tries to put a little, it spends too much time on stuff it didn't really need to, instead of just kind of letting the game keep going. And like I said, I find this game's plot to feel like a bit of a mess sometimes, but I feel like that's enough rambling about the plot being a mess for me, though. Oh man, Arbor's Grounds. I've got to say, though, I love the credits in this game. I really wish that Nintendo would go back to making the credits of the Zelda games show what happens to a lot of the people after the game's main plot, because they did a really good job of that here, and I feel like they kind of lost that. Well, I guess this is farewell, huh? Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know, but never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. I now know the reason the goddesses left the Mirror of Twilight in this world. They left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that is what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind and your heart is true. If all in Hyrule are like you, then maybe you'll do all right. Thank you. Well, the princess spoke truly. As long as that mirror is around, we could meet again. Link. See you later. And that's your real ending. Yeah, Midna breaking the mirror entirely, I can't say it's that surprising, considering they actually do bring that fact up. You know, Zant can't completely shatter it, only the true ruler of Twilight can. And I feel like if a Zelda game brings up a detail like that, they're probably going to be putting it to use. But I do think it's really interesting that Midna decides to completely destroy the last tether between the worlds, because it seems she doesn't think they should be meeting herself. Maybe that's for the better. But who's to really say? But I do think it's a really nice final tidbit for ending the game on. Also, I have no idea if you don't do the cave ordeals, if all the fairies aren't going to be in the springs here. I actually don't know on that. I would assume not, though, because that would make sense. But, yeah, Midna is gone forever. Link can not look at her anymore, because, I mean, I think the most surprising part is that she's kind of hot. But yeah, it's goodbye Midna, which kind of sucks because Midna's definitely the best character in this game. I can't even argue with that. I actually really like Midna. I think her character arc is the one thing that really, really works well. And I feel like there's not really much to debate on that one. But yeah, Temple of Time, one of the more mid-dungeons of this game to me. Because I have to say, this game's dungeon roster is excellent. It is super good. I really like the dungeons in this game. They definitely follow the Wind Waker philosophy more than they do the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask style of dungeons, I feel like. Which is not a bad thing, because they're a lot better than Wind Waker's dungeons. Wind Waker's felt like a bit of a step down from the previous games, but I would say this game very much matches up the quality of the N64 games on the dungeons. You know, the overall item list is really good. It's funny, I remember it feeling a lot larger than it is, because like when I see them all on the Wii U gamepad, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look super big, but like when I see them all on the wheel on like the GameCube or Wii versions, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of items. I don't know why, but that menu style just makes them look larger. Which I know you guys never got to see like the item screen itself, since I was playing with the gamepad the whole time, and I don't really have a way to capture the gamepad. Which is kind of one of the things that sucks about playing like Wii U games or DS games, is like dealing with the two screens. It's why I try not to do them too much. Was the main reason I did Wind Waker on Cemu, but for this game, I was like, it doesn't matter. I'll just play it on the gamepad on the original console. It'll be fun either way. I won't have to pause to swap the items. I get to use gyro, and it'll be a fun time. But yeah, it looks like we've reached the end of the credits, I think. There might be more. Actually, no, there's definitely more. I think this is just the end of the like cutscenes, but I'm gonna let the whole credits play until we reach the thing that says the end, because this game just has long credits, but you know, I like to show all the credits. And we'll hear the Tantalus. Those are the people that made the HD version. Maybe this is only for the HD version, I assume, and the first part is the original game's credits. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the non-HD version in about 7 years, I guess. When I first played it, or was it 2017? I don't know. It was either 2017 or 18. But yeah, that is 4 of the 3D Zeldas down. We have Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom left, if you're watching this as it's going up or before I do any of those other ones. I'm probably going to cover some more 2D games for a little bit. It's been a long time since I've done a 2D Zelda game. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not super keen to get around to Skyward Sword. Not that I won't play it eventually, but I don't feel like going back to it yet, even though it's been like 5 years or 4 years since HD came out and I played that game. So the next 3D Zelda game I cover will be Breath of the Wild, which will be a very, very big undertaking when we do get around to it, and I don't know how much of it I will do or how I will handle that quite yet, but I will play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game. But yeah, there's still a lot of Zelda to do. Not much more of classic 3D Zelda to do, but like I said, I'm not too keen to get around to Skyward Sword anytime soon. But it will happen one day, most likely, I hope. But we've gone through a lot of Zelda games in the past like year and a half, and there's more to come. So with that said, thank you very much for watching my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, I don't seem like I hate this game entirely, and I do actually like it for the most part. And I will see you all in whatever Let's Play is next. once again, thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.